Hi everyone, this is Miss Kleger coming at you with a screencast video, which I've never done before, so hopefully it works. Um, how are you guys? You can't respond to me actually, but I have been thinking about you guys a lot, especially as seniors. Really just hope you're hanging in there, taking care of each other, taking care of yourselves and your families. Your health is obviously the most important thing during this time. That's physical health and also your emotional and mental health as well. I know this is a hard time. A lot of you guys are looking forward to a lot of things as you end out your senior year, and I really sympathize with that. So I hope you're doing okay. If you need somebody to talk to, you can always reach out to me. Um, Purpose of this screencast, though, is not only to check in and get my voice out there. You probably haven't heard my voice since last in class, which seems like a long time ago, but to go over the calendar with you guys for the rest of the year, assuming that we will be on this online learning platform, which um, is looking increasingly likely as we learn more about social distancing and the virus and all of that. So hang in there with us. We're going to have a good, strong finish to your senior year, I promise. So this calendar is available to you through Google Classroom. Please keep referencing it as much as you need. I think it'll help put your mind at ease and answer questions you have about due dates or something like that, okay? Um, so I'm gonna talk you guys through week by week a bit. If you don't want all this information at once, um, you can put a pause on it. You can come back to this video at any time. I just think it's helpful to have that oral explanation of it as well, because that's what we're used to as students and teachers in the classroom, right? So let's start with this week. This week, you guys, I'm going to make it even easier than maybe the other senior teachers because I really want you guys to catch up on work if you need to, really. So, if you have not turned in your research paper number 2, that was due before we started this online learning. I'm not here to publicly shame you, but I am here to publicly beg you to do it and turn it in. Even if it's not awesome or your best work, it is better than the missing in the grade book right now. Um, I have about half turned in from the class and half missing. And this week is really a catch up week. So, this, what it says here for Tuesday, that should be today. I'm recording this on Monday, so if I sound a little confused, that's why. But today, Tuesday, the 31st, it says here, and you'll see on Google Classroom that we have a peer evaluation for paper 2, and then you're free to make revisions on it if you'd like by the end of the week. Here's my thing, and this is on Google Classroom as well, so I won't spend too much time talking about it. I am going to make this extra credit. You do not have to go back into your paper number 2 and peer review and revise it, but if you would like to, for some extra credit to boost your grade, please do so. And I would be more than happy to give you more feedback, whatever it is that you need. So if you would like to have another person peer review your paper, if you would like to make revisions, that is up to you. It is extra credit. Some of you might be needing that or wanting that right now, so that's a great option. If you are good, then you're good. Like, use this week to catch up in your other classes, to work on a fieldwork plan, maybe catch up from last week of remote learning, not spring break, but the week before. Use this week to catch up. Seriously, you will be thankful that you did that, as this next week we get right back into it. This week is really about your fieldwork, which I know from the Google form that you guys have filled out looks very different than what you were originally planning for the large majority of you. So, what this week is going to look like is it is going to look like you most likely reading a book, watching a documentary, listening to a podcast maybe about your topic. some of you have been able to proceed with your field work because it didn't involve going out in the public or anything like that. If that's you, that's great. Then you will be able to turn in whatever you've been doing to me in however way that looks like for you. Um, if not, if you need a book to read or a documentary to watch or a podcast to listen to, that's totally fine. I know it's not ideal, but the idea is we want to keep you immersed in your topic and hopefully learning something new and doing something educational during this time about a topic that you're hopefully passionate about and interested in. So, what will be posted starting on the 7th here is just a planning sheet for you guys to fill out about what you've learned about with your fieldwork, whether that's watching a movie, reading part of a book, listening to a podcast. You guys will be able to tell me on that planning page what you learned, what it was about, that sort of thing. So this whole week is devoted to that. If you'd like to get a head start on that this week, starting today, be my guest. I won't post it until the 7th. If you'd like it ahead of time, shoot me an email. I can get it to you, but maybe right now you're just browsing for books or documentaries. And if you need help with that, I will be reaching out to you guys. If you filled out the Google form and said you needed help, I will probably be reaching out regardless. But please email me and I can get back to you even sooner if you're looking to get ahead. This next week, starting on the 14th and ending on the 22nd here, you guys are going to write your last 2-page paper. This one, you guys, is going to be less research-based than the other two, just because of our circumstances. It's going to be tying everything together. What did you learn? What do you still want to know? Those sorts of things. So just prepare for that. That's going to be the last time we have sort of a writing week. I'll try to chunk it up for you guys just like we used to do in class, day by day, if that's helpful to you. If it's not, if you're going to be that person who sits down on the 22nd and writes the entire 2 pages, that might just, it is what it is. That's going to be okay. But that's going to be the paper. I will post what that paper looks like exactly with outlines and other resources starting the 14th. You cannot write this paper until you've done some sort of field work, so know that this goes in order, so please follow along with the calendar and the structure of the class still. Notice that the 23rd and 24th, won't let me highlight, there we go, are for writing your own abstract for your paper. This will be about a paragraph, just as long as a normal abstract, and it will take us through the process of your project and your paper, just kind of like what we have been practicing for by reading articles and writing abstracts for those articles. Think of everything you've written for your project so far as an article, and then the abstract as writing an abstract for that article that you just happen to have written. The 28th through the 1st, you guys, is kind of like a catch-up week again. It's going to be really, really simple. Once you have everything done, once you've really worked hard and done all you could through April, it gets even easier, I promise. The 28th is literally going to be putting your final paper together. What that literally means is copying and pasting your research papers 1, 2, and 3 into one document. Maybe doing some editing, transition work if you have to, but that's pretty much it. Copying and pasting, one document. 29th, we'll do some MLA review. Make sure we're good on that. The 30th, I will talk about this for a minute, is you're going to upload links and papers and anything else that you might have to your website. A lot of you guys are doing some cool things with your website, cooler than what I'm able to do with sites, or I maybe could do it, but you guys are doing better at it than me, some of you. If you're really struggling with the website still, we're going to figure it out. It might just be making a PowerPoint presentation. It might just be kind of polishing up your Google folder or something like that. But it's basically the idea and the goal of it is to have all of your resources that you've done for this project in one spot and looking as creative and as polished as possible. So that's why the website is ideal. If that's not possible, if it's just not going well, we'll figure something else out. Okay? So your final paper will be in there, your field work will be in there, anything else that you have just to make it look pretty or fill it in can go in there. Okay? We're going to do one more generations reflection on the first. This will be super easy. You guys have been rocking those Jeffco generation skills like flexibility and adaptability. Who isn't having to be flexible and adapt right now? So you guys are all good there. Um, this last week before your finals, assuming that we're still on an online platform, is just making sure your paper and your website are as complete as they can be. What you guys will be doing then is something similar to what I'm doing right now and recording a virtual presentation of your project or your paper and your website and just guiding through for a few minutes what your project was, what you learned, what you ended up doing for your field work, maybe how you had to adapt, any findings you have, what you still are curious about, whatever it is, and recording that via screencast. I will show you guys how to do that. It's really, really simple. This is my first time doing it. Well, second time. The first time I did this and realized there was no microphone, and now I am doing it again, and you are hopefully hearing the successful version. But you'll have a few days to do that and record it. This is in lieu of an actual presentation that you would have done in front of your sponsor and me and other classmates. So some of you that might make really happy. Some of you it might be sad that we're probably not going to be back in class. But regardless, that's kind of our plan for a presentation. We will share those publicly with our classmates, and you guys will watch at least 4-ish other peers' projects and comment on them and kind of share some congratulations, some comments, questions maybe in lieu of that sort of final presentation day. So that takes us through the end of the year. If you guys have questions about any of this or anything, reach out. Just reach out to me via email, via Google Classroom. Just be paying attention to the posts each day. I'll try to be as detailed and as clear as I possibly can, but really, let's just end this year on a strong note, as strong as we can. Keep working hard. If you need extra time, if you need extra help or anything, reach out to me. We'll work together and find a way to make it so you are successful throughout the year. So I hope you're having a great day so far. I will maybe see you later, at least talk to you later, and have a good day, you guys.